Hello viewers and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this morning we need to take a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's second Vice President, Kembo Mohadi, has expressed dissatisfaction in Kirsty Coventry's failure to standardize Zimbabwe sporting facilities. This comes after Zimbabwean games or the World Cup qualifiers are being played in South Africa, and it's shameful because Zimbabwe does not have any sporting facility which has been approved by CAF. So Kembo Mohadi, in his own words, he said that the issues which are making Zimbabwe play its football games outside Zimbabwe are minor issues which can be easily addressed. So in his own words, Vice President Kembo Mohadi clearly indicates that this is something which is very cheap, which can be done by the government if they are willing to do so. And it's very important for us to actually take a look on what he really said in his own words. So this has been happening for a very long time. We have heard about the issues of National Sports Stadium, but we have never seen the government willing to intervene and deal with this whole issue. We've not seen the willingness in Kirsty Coventry in terms of dealing with this whole issue. And we need to take a look onto this video and hear what Vice President had to say.
The reason that I have set myself on this at all is that Zimbabwe in the region, one of the countries that has been disqualified to host either CAF or FIFA tournaments. To us, that's not a good thing. It doesn't bode well with us. Through the Ministry of Sport, we then gave a directive that we need to resuscitate and equally revamp our sporting facilities.
Vice President Mohadi called on the government through its various departments and the city council to join forces so as to make sure that the country is able to host international matches.
Now, Zimbabwe is one of the most elite nations to be disqualified, and they find that other countries that are least elite qualify is an egg on our face. So we need together, council and ourselves as government, that is central government, so that we spruce up our sporting facilities to a standard whereby we qualify to host CAF and FIFA tournaments.
Vice President Mohadi also added that there's need to have the state-of-the-art sporting facilities, as he believes that it is embarrassing to play home matches away from home.
We need to have state-of-the-art sporting facilities in this country, because we can actually do so. I'm saying so because in 1995, when we won the bid to host the All Africa Games, sporting facilities around that you know of were done within a very short space of time. And it is sort of embarrassing to learn that we are being disqualified because we don't have the basket seats. Something that is not of, doesn't cost quite a lot. And because we don't want to do it because we're Zimbabweans, then we have to end this embarrassment, both regionally and internationally. So we have taken it upon ourselves that we correct
Zimbabwe senior men's football team.
He had to say, and this is the truth. He was absolutely telling the truth. And if you take a look on the points he raised, the point number one, he said, these things can be easily done. We can easily have sporting facilities if we want. And he didn't meander. He didn't involve the issues of sanctions. He didn't involve all these other frivolous accusations they would always give. He was direct to the point and said, us being Zimbabweans, because we don't want. So he claims that people have normalized nonsense in the name of being Zimbabweans. And that is the truth. It's a matter of willingness. It's a matter of a government which is willing to deal with these matters. But it goes further. It goes beyond what Kembo Mohadi is saying. It goes to a point where there must be willingness from the state itself, from the government itself, from the leader himself. It's a matter of the appointing authority, appointing people who are capable to make sure that there is service delivery in the nation of Zimbabwe. It's a matter of ending bureaucracy. These are some things which are beyond the comprehension or the control of people like Kembo Mohadi. Is because the appointing authority appoints his cronies, appoints his people. But the problem of people like Kembo Mohadi, they keep on clapping hands to say, Maita basa shumba munogona shumba munonyi makanyanya shumba munotapira shumba. This is what they continue to do. But at the end of the day, who gets embarrassed are the people of Zimbabwe, the same government. So in my own view, this confession by Kembo Mohadi that these things are so easy to do, but we just don't want to do them. It's an expose of the powers that be. It's an expose of the appointing authorities who are actually sleeping at the job, or who are just neglecting the sporting facilities or the sporting industry simply because they don't even care about anything. So this is true that Zimbabwe is lagging behind. Zimbabwe has been embarrassed everywhere you go. We are embarrassed. Just imagine that we had to play other games in Rwanda. Just imagine that we are playing other games in South Africa. How are we going to get that money to travel to South Africa for us to watch a match? If it was here in Zimbabwe, we could easily go to the National Sports Stadium. We could easily go to Rufaro Stadium. We could easily go to any other city where the match will be played. Just imagine that the whole country with 10 provinces, we don't have any stadium which is suitable for international matches. So you'd see that that is the problem which we have as a nation. And past few days, ZANU-PF Rakashi was celebrating that Pomona ground kuti rapiwa certification ne FIFA. But is that enough to Zimbabwe? So you would see that if Gio Pomona could get a FIFA certification in terms of the pitch itself, what is stopping the government, which is more resourced to deal with these matters and make sure that they construct football pitches which are going to be international standards? So it seems as if the government of Zimbabwe does not have any goal even to host international matches. And Kembo Mohadi is also given an example of how they did it in the past, saying that they can actually do it. So it is what it is in Zimbabwe. This is a big embarrassment for the powers that be, and this is the story which I have for you this morning. So it is what it is. Let us meet in other episodes as well as at the broadcast as we continue to look deeper and see what is really happening in the politics of Zimbabwe. I love politics. I love to actually give commentaries about politics because we all live through politics. I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. Keep on subscribing, commenting, and also sharing.